What's up, YouTube? This is the Serial Thriller Broadcast, and today I'm going to be talking about Poltergeist. The Poltergeist remake is directed by Gil Kenan and stars Sam Rockwell and Rosemary DeWitt. It's the story of a family who loses their daughter to the spirit realm after they realize that their house is built on an old cemetery. So let me start out by saying that I've never actually seen the original Poltergeist, so I think I went into this with a pretty fresh attitude. I know essentially what the original Poltergeist movie's about, and I've seen clips from a lot of the classic moments. So I did know a fair amount about this movie going in, but for the most part, everything I knew I got from the trailer. So something that bothered me a little bit about this movie was that I found a lot of the scary parts to be sort of almost family friendly and a little bit cartoonish. I get that the original was somewhat like that too, so maybe that was intentional. I just found that the movie itself wasn't very scary, except for maybe one scene when the girl's in front of the TV and these dark sort of handprints keep appearing on the TV. That was pretty creepy. I just felt like a lot of this movie was kind of overdone. It was almost more like a kind of like a kid's action adventure movie, the way that I watched it. Something like, Journey to the Center of the Earth or something like that, like weird, like all CG, just these big sequences where these things are supposed to be kind of frightening, but it's almost like they were intentionally dumbed down a bit to make them a bit less edgy. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but that's just what I thought from watching it. My favorite part of the movie was actually Sam Rockwell's performance, because most of the time he's just being like a typical smart-ass dad, and I thought that was pretty funny to watch. He was a really likable character, but not only that, he wasn't just a smart-ass. You also know that he's got a lot of pressure on him to provide for his family, because in this movie he's the only one working at the time. And he's just been laid off, so they have to move houses, they have to downsize, go to a new neighborhood, everything like that. So he's kind of, behind his facade that he puts up for his family and everything, you can tell he's pretty stressed out. And I thought that was cool, and that was pretty relatable, like he seemed like a real person. So I'd recommend this movie as an entry point to horror films for younger children, and maybe kids just getting into high school to see with their friends and stuff like that. But as a horror fan, I just didn't find it very scary, and the best part, like I said, was some of the characters' performances. The kids actually did alright as well, and almost the movie seems to focus a bit more on them. Another reason it kind of comes off like a more childish movie. Not really childish, but like kids movie. Anyways, I wouldn't buy it, but I definitely didn't hate this movie, and it was entertaining. I wasn't bored in it at all. This has been the Serial Thriller Broadcast, and if you feel thrilled, chilled, and fulfilled, hit the subscribe button and let me know what you thought in the comments below.